Hello and welcome to the video. So the weather has finally started to get a little bit warmer, even though the last couple of days have actually been kind of cold and rainy. But we have been getting some slightly nicer temperatures and the leaves are starting to come out on the trees here. So I've been starting to look forward to summer and I wanted to do a project that was kind of summer inspired. So I came up with a pattern for this little kerchief headband. It's mesh, so it's nice and light, and it's made out of cotton, so it's breathable, so it's kind of the perfect summer accessory. It's also a pretty beginner-friendly project, so the only stitches that we're using in this project are chain, single crochet, double crochet, and triple or treble crochet, whichever term you want to use. Also, because this project is so light and airy, you really don't need much yarn for this, so it's great to use up leftover yarn from another project if you have some cotton yarn left over. It really only uses about 50 grams. Okay, so let's get into the pattern. So for yarn, I am using this Lion brand 24/7 cotton, and this one is a medium weight. It says it's a 4. It is quite a thin 4 though. So if you end up not using this exact brand, I would say either go for a 4 or even a 3 would work as well. I would suggest sticking with a cotton though. If you use an acrylic or a wool or another type of fiber, it has the potential to stretch, whereas cotton doesn't really have the same kind of give. And because you're going to be tying this around your head, you don't really want it to have much stretch. And another good thing about cotton is that it's washable. So you can throw it in the washing machine and it's not going to lose its shape, and it won't pill like other types of yarns either. I would suggest air drying it though, rather than putting it through the dryer, because cotton can shrink. So once again, that's Lion brand yarn 24/7 cotton, and the one that I'm using is in the color Sky. And this is quite a small ball. This is only 100 grams or 3.5 ounces. Because this is such a small project, we don't need a whole lot, so this will be more than enough. And then for our crochet hook, I am using a 5.25 millimeter, which is a size I. And that's really all we need for supplies, other than a pair of scissors to trim the yarn off at the end, and then a yarn needle to weave in our ends. So for this project, I'm going to be working the whole thing in one piece. So we've got the 2 ties. So what we're going to do is we're going to start by doing a long chain, and the end of that will work as one of the ties, and then we're going to work down one side and across, and then we're going to end by making the second tie. So the very first thing we're going to do is we're going to chain 83. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that, and I will speed it up so you don't have to watch me do this whole thing. Okay, so that is my chain done. This end is going to be the one side of the tie, and then this end where we're working is actually going to be the bottom point. So we're now going to start working on the mesh part. So to make our first loop, we're going to skip the last 7 chains. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we are going to double crochet into the 8th chain. So that's the first little section of our mesh. So from here, we're going to do a chain 2 and another double crochet. So we're going to skip over the next 2 chains. So we're going to do a double crochet into the 3rd chain. And then we're just going to keep repeating that down our base chain until we have 13 of these little sections. So again, it's chain 2 and then double crochet into the 3rd chain. So you can see I now have 3 little sections here. So I'm gonna just keep doing this until I have 13. Okay, so I now have my 13 little square sections. So the next step is actually to make a triangle, because this is going to be sitting this way. So this is going to be the bottom point. And then at the top here, we want this to be the front or the top. So we want it to go this way, whereas this is going this way. So we need to make the top sections into triangles rather than squares. So in order to do that, we aren't going to do any chains after our last double crochet. So from this point, we're going to actually do a triple crochet. And then again, we're going to skip 2 chains and then do the triple crochet into the 3rd chain. And that's going to give us a little triangular section. So then for the next row, we can flip our work over. And we're going to start this row by doing a chain 3. And this is going to be the top of the triangle section of the next row. So from there, we can do a double crochet into the double crochet stitch from the previous row. So each row that we're doing is going to be 1 section less than the previous row. So you can ignore this first double crochet and you can do the double crochet into the second one. So that is our triangle. And then we're going to do just the same thing that we did for the first row. And then we're going to continue down the rest of this row, just doing a chain 2 and a double crochet. So chain 2, and then it's just double crochet into the top of the next double crochet from the previous row. And that will give us our first square. And we'll just continue like that. So then when we get to the last section of the row, we'll do our usual chain 2, and then we're gonna skip over, because this section is all chains, we're gonna skip over the first 2 chains and then do our double crochet into the 3rd one. And that is the second row done. So if you count out the sections, You'll see we have 14 in the first row, including our triangle at the top. Second row will be 13 sections. So then for row 3, we're going to have 12 sections, and so on and so forth until we are down to just our last one. So for row 3, again, we're going to turn our work and then work our way back just the same way. So to start out with, we're going to have to do chains to accommodate both the side and the top of this section. So to do that, we're going to chain 5. So the first 3 are going to act as the side, and then the next 2 are going to be the top. And then from there, again, we're just going to double crochet into the double crochet from the previous row. And that is the first section of that row. And then we'll just continue to work this the same way as the previous rows. So chain 2 and double crochet. So once you have 11 squares in your third row, we're going to end the row by making another triangle. So to do that, we're just going to do a triple crochet into the top of the next double crochet from the previous row. And that is our triangle at the top. And then we're just going to keep repeating the same pattern. So for the next row, we're going to turn and then start the row by chaining 3 and doing a double crochet into the double crochet from the previous row to create the starting triangle there. And then again, we're just going to work our squares all the way down this row. So we're just going to keep repeating the same pattern, just reducing by 1 section for each additional row. So again, when you're starting your row at the top, you do your chain 3 and a double crochet and then make all your squares. And then for rows that start at the bottom, you're going to do a chain 5 to do the side and the top and your double crochet, and then just continue with the chain 2 double crochet until you get back to the top, and then do your treble crochet to make the triangle. So I'm just going to work away at this until I get down to my final row, and then I will walk you through what to do next. So I've just completed the second to last row. So I have done 1 square and 1 triangle, and the only thing that we have left to do now is to finish off the last triangle for this corner. So I'm just going to turn my work, then I'm going to do a chain 3 and then a double crochet into the 3rd chain. And that is our corner finished off. And then we need to do the tie for the other side to match this one. So to do that, I'm going to chain 36. So then what we're going to do is we are going to work back down this chain across the top. So that will be across our triangles at the top here, and then all the way down the other tie. So that's going to be all in single crochet. So how I'm going to do this on the chain is actually to work my single crochets into the back posts of the chain. And if you don't feel comfortable doing it that way, you can stitch into the top loops, but stitching into the back posts actually gives you a cleaner edge. So that's why I'm doing it that way. So we're just going to skip over the first chain and then start working our single crochets. So once you've got the tie finished, what we're going to do for the actual kerchief bit is to do 1 single crochet into each of our double crochets, and then in each of the spaces we're going to do 3 single crochet. And you can just do that right over top of the stitches, just covering them completely. And then again, when we get to our double crochet, do 1 single crochet there, and then another 3 in the next space, and just continue on with that pattern. And then lastly, we're just going to work down the back posts of the chain on the other side. Okay, and then the last thing we need to do is just to trim off the end of our yarn and slip that through our last stitch. And then just take the yarn needle and weave in the ends. So there you have it, the finished kerchief headband. And if you're finding it's a little bit wobbly, you can block it. And because it's this mesh pattern, it does have quite a bit of give. So you can kind of straighten it all out and stretch it out a little bit if you want to. So this is our finished project. So again, it's a nice light summery accessory. You could even add a couple of little clips at the side just to dress it up a bit. And because it's such a quick project and you don't use much yarn, you could even make a bunch of them in different colors to match different outfits. So if you do make this project, I would love to see how yours turns out. So you can tag me on Instagram. I will leave my handle here and a link in the description below. So leave me a comment down below letting me know what color you plan to make yours in. Give the video a like if you enjoyed this project. And do subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And then if you would like to further support my channel, I do have memberships open. I would love for you to become a member, but I will wrap this video up here by saying thank you so much for watching. I will see you again soon. Bye.